Hello, my name is Michael Cotton, and I'm one of the band directors here at Ramay Junior High School. I'm so glad that you were able to join us for our 2020 virtual winter concert. Tonight you're going to be hearing from both our 7th grade beginning band students and our 8th grade symphonic band. I'm excited to share with you all the music that students have been able to create and the growth that they've had during the school year. There's no line in the fact that this school year has been a very difficult one whenever it comes to music. Students have had to learn their instruments while wearing masks and having bell covers on their instruments. They've had to play socially distanced, and after 30 minutes of playing, we have to clear out of the room in order to allow aerosol to properly disperse for student safety. So naturally, with all of this in place, holding our traditional concert was going to be too big of a challenge. And so the solution was coming together for our first ever virtual concert. Students tonight have submitted videos through our classroom that we have edited together in order to create the sound and the experience of hearing them together as a full group. So without further ado, I want to introduce our first selection for tonight, which is going to be coming from our 7th grade beginning band students. It's pretty amazing to think that just 3 months ago, these students had never held an instrument in their life. And now here they are submitting videos on their own that are high enough quality that we can put them together in order to create a band piece. I hope you enjoy this selection from our beginning band.
Hello, my name is Jack Wolf, and today I'm playing for you Jingle Bells. The metronome is set to 106 beats per minute. Let's do this.
Might be Jingle Bells. Arrivederci. That is it.
I definitely have to say, I love teaching 7th and 8th grade, but beginning band students will always hold a special place in my heart. I love the enthusiasm and the passion that they bring to learning their instruments, and it's so incredible to see how much they grow. I really hope you enjoyed our students playing Jingle Bells. It was a great way for them to showcase their playing ability, and we had the ability to show different sections playing at different times. So you got to hear the clarinets and flutes playing on their own, the trumpets, trombones, and percussion playing on their own, and the entire band playing together. Now, as amazing as it is to see the growth that students have from not touching an instrument to playing their first concert, equally amazing, if not more amazing, is the growth that students have going from playing their first year in band to their second year in band. Up next, you're going to be hearing a selection from our 8th grade symphonic band. So these are students that began in 7th grade and have continued on to band in 8th grade. Of the classes, this one has definitely been a great challenge because not only are the students socially distanced and following the same guidelines as the 7th graders, but also we mix together all of the instruments. So flutes, trombones, clarinets, trumpets, percussion, all in the same class as each other. So whenever we're creating online curriculum for these students, it's definitely a challenge in order to create tailor-made instruction for every single student. Even though with this challenge in place, students have done a fantastic job overcoming it, and many students have grown exceptionally as musicians and as people in general. One of the biggest things I preach is that becoming a better musician also makes you a better person. They're not mutually exclusive. And if someone were to walk up to me on the street, I would say my number one priority as a music educator is to teach students success in life through success in music. And of those values I teach, one of them is hard work. And what you're about to hear is a demonstration of what hard work can accomplish when you have multiple people put together creating something that no one individual could create on their own. Now, you're going to hear parts that are not visualized on the screen with video. That's because in order to save room on it, we had to record different parts and then layer in the audio only. So whether it was due to a technical limitation of a student recording or another factor, we have recorded multiple percussion parts and also recorded the band multiple times with various different microphone positions, so that way what you hear recreates as close as possible what you would hear on a concert stage. I hope you enjoy our 8th grade symphonic band's first selection. Festive Fanfare is absolutely one of my favorite selections for band. Brian Balmages did a fantastic job composing that piece. Not only is it a lot of fun to play, it's a joy to listen to, and band students always sound fantastic whenever they're performing it. Of course, it's easy to sound fantastic when you're really enjoying what you're playing. Now, before we move on to our second selection from the Symphonic Band, which is going to be our last selection for tonight, I want to thank you for watching this video and allowing our students to showcase everything that they've learned. Our concerts are an important and vital portion of our music education curriculum because it gives students the opportunity to not only showcase what they have learned in music class, it also creates an experience that they get to carry with them for the rest of their life. I want to thank a few people before we move on to this last piece. First off, I would like to thank the students themselves and the guardians at home that make what we do possible. I appreciate all support that students have, and I really appreciate all of the hard work that so many of our students have put into making this video and this concert possible. Next, I would like to thank the other band directors in our district, Mr. Brett Lawson, who's the head director at the high school, along with Mr. Trey Antonetti, our counterparts over at Woodland Junior High, Mr. Caleb Pond and Michael Post, my associate director here at Ramey, Mr. William Vandelinder, and our percussion specialist, Matt Bruska. The latter two directors, if I did not have their help, this concert simply would have not have been possible. So I want to thank them all so much. I'd like to thank our superintendent, John Colbert. I would like to thank our principals, David Watkins, Mrs. Andrea Kitchen, and Mr. Ryan Gorman, and all the other staff at Ramey, whether it be the custodial staff, the teachers, the cafeteria workers, or the bus drivers. Because ultimately, it takes a village to raise a child, and this being my first year teaching in Fayetteville Public Schools, I have to say that the experience I've had so far is absolutely amazing, and I want to say thank you to this community for allowing me to get to be a part of it. So finally, our last selection for tonight from our Symphonic band. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you.